I think it's working. Nice. So, here we go. We got the LG WT5480CW here. This is going to be my first stream on this account, actually. I was going to do one last week, but then what do you call it? I wasn't eligible for live streaming, but I am now, so that's why we're here. Got the watt meter back here. We'll power that on. Now, here's something interesting. I've got my temperature gun here because what I want to see is, if you remember, the water temperature in this machine was around 50 degrees when I was doing all my videos in the winter. So I'm interested to see how much more the cold water temperature increases because, well, it is nighttime outside, but I did have the water, I did do cold water to do a rinse on some sheets that I did in a failed Wazcomat, which you'll see in a video coming soon. And it just really didn't, it was steaming. It was very, very hot water. So yeah, I think the water that comes out of the cold pipe is actually cooler than the water that might come from there, but that also kind of doesn't make sense, so I'm not sure about that. I'll see how long it takes for some people to get in here. But I'll start setting up the machine now. I can't do multiple loads in a live stream because my phone will die way before the stream ends or the load is end. So I can only really do one at a time with these, but it's gonna be fine. We've got a load of, these are more permanent press, I'd say, but, well, actually, no, they're not permanent press. This is the exact opposite of permanent press. I'm not even going to dry these. I'm just going to leave these in the washer to let them dry overnight. Hey, Slimes. This is weird. It's saying I have 0 viewers, but you're here, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Oh, now you're here. Okay. Yeah, also, I have a new light for this thing, which makes it look like Jesus is being resurrected inside. If I turn the lights off around it, it actually looks like, you can't tell, but in real, it's touching the ceiling. It's very, very bright. It's actually just a bicycle headlight that I repurposed by duct taping it. That's the entirety of it. So I'm just going to start throwing these in, but there is a couple of things in here that I do want to show because they are freaking awesome. A lot of these are new too, so I'm going to make predictions right now because I did last time as well. Jerome Davis is probably going to show up. Wazcomat Boy might. These aren't gay shorts, by the way. I just have those. A lot of bright colors in this. But yeah, my predictions right now, Jerome Davis is going to show up, Barracuda is going to show up, and Wazcomat Boy is going to show up. Those are my predictions. Here's what I wanted to show y'all. Let me put my phone down so I can spread this out in front of the car. This is incredible what I'm about to show you. What I'm about to show you is one of the most incredible things you'll ever see, and is actually the only reason why I'm doing this load tonight. I was going to do, a different load, and I was just going to let this sit and get a little more in there so I could get a full load, but I'm going to a graduation party tomorrow for my friend who's moving to Arkansas, so I had to get the drip out for this, and I had already worn it, so I'm going to have to wash the drip tonight. This is the Bluey drip, which I was told to wear. Okay, I want to say that I did not buy this because I actually planned on wearing it around. I bought this as a pajama shirt. That's why it's an extra large. And it's the funniest thing that I have bought in a long time. And I'm wearing that to my friend's graduation party tomorrow. So I guess this might be like a wash and wear type situation, like on one of the older, what am I thinking? Like the Maytags, the older Maytags. Yeah, I know, right? I'm a genius. I also got him a card that instead of saying like graduation, it said like, it says congratulations from graduating from kindergarten. So that's funny. This is actually a medium-sized load, I'd say. A lot of sturdy stuff in here. Probably not gonna do permanent press. It's probably not. Speaking of wash and wear with Maytags, I found this old Maytag ad. This is awesome. It's this portable dishwasher. I think those are... I don't know what era this is, honestly, but it's awesome, so I'm going to keep it. Alright. These are kind of stained up, so I'm going to probably use Tide with this one. I'm not sure. Got a lot to choose from, though. I'm probably going to throw the Billy Mays in here. So we've got, just for the record again, 3 people predictions for people who are going to show up. Barracuda, Waz Kamat Boy, and Jerome Davis. I do powdered bleach, but I do that more for like towels and sheets. I think I'm just going to go with, could go Gain powder again, but I'm not sure about the Gain powder. It's kind of bright colors, and I don't want to end up using powder on bright colors. I think I'll go with Tide Pod. Well, that's all the Tide Pods we have. We have 2. My hand is stuck in the bag. Oh my gosh. The child-proofing on these things is insane, dude. But I probably can't even rip this thing open if I wanted to. That's a lie, I just ripped it open. But then again, I don't think a child could do that. Let's look outside. I gotta throw this away anyways. For summer, it's actually nice out. Not really hot, not really cold. I actually got on summer break today, so I'm looking forward to that. What else do we need? Fireworks, obviously. Because these probably aren't gonna... I don't like Tide scent. Honestly, it's not my thing. All the repairmen and stuff are cringing at the fact that I'm adding all this stuff in. And I'm going to use fabric softener as well, but I have literally a fresh, active, and Tide back there. So I'd say it's pretty good. I can make this worse, actually. You know what I'm going to do? Yeah, you already know what I'm going to do. Yep. How does this make you feel, appliance repairman? How does this make you feel? It doesn't close anyway. I have done that before with the smaller Tide Pods. It actually works. Okay. I want to do a kind of long cycle for this, but not too long, because some of the stuff in there does have stains. I wouldn't say this is heavy duty worthy, but I also wouldn't say this is cotton normal worthy. I'm not sure. And again, it's not really. Hey, let me look at what I'm watching real quick for a second. I've got an idea. We're gonna go with Power Cleanse. Or no, the load's not big enough for Power Cleanse. I'm just gonna go with normal. Tap cold because it's hot as shit. Extra high, water plus. I think for this one, see, Wazcomats have made me a rinse freak. I never feel like my clothes are rinsed enough anymore, so I think I might go 2 extra rinses with this. That might be excessive, though. I'm not sure. That could be very excessive, actually. Let's see how much time that adds. That's going to be like an hour and a half. You know what? Yeah, let's go for it, actually. Cotton normal, tap cold, extra high spin, normal soil level, water plus, and 2 extra rinses. Sounds like a good wash to me, actually. And the magnet's fallen. Let me just re-duct tape the magnet entirely. Oh, wow. It's about time I did that. That's what the lid switch actually looks like when there's no duct tape on it. Oh, that is if I can even get the magnet off. I can. That way it doesn't start unprompted when I reattach the magnet. Alright. The magnet is on. Let's get this party started. Oh, forgot about the watt meter. Yeah, you can see it better without the light on, actually. Alright, here we go. Cotton normal, 2 extra rinses. Here we go. Here we go. And just so we can get a temperature reading, the ambient temperature is 87 degrees, or 31 for you Euros. Because there's a surprising amount of you. We're about to go into sensing. I see 2 people watching, and I'm actually curious, maybe one of those might be one of my predictions. Because I always make predictions when I start one of these streams of who's going to show up. And my 3 predictions this time was Barracuda, Jerome Davis, and Wazcomat Boy. So, could be either one. I've also noticed on my camera that this light flickers a little bit on the camera, but it doesn't in real life, so I apologize for that. It's just very, very bright and very hot, actually, I'm just now learning. That is, jeez, well, it's powerful, so. Okay, we've dropped to an hour and 9 minutes, which is a lot less than I thought it was going to be. Did I accidentally only add 1 extra rinse or something? Who knows? I think I did. No, because when I add one extra rinse to this, it's usually like multiple hours. I'm going to switch the cycle. It might play with the water level switch a little bit because of what I've already got in there, but this is already a deep water wash cycle technically. We'll go cold, extra high. This is a kind of heavy soil load, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of embarrassing to say that, but it is. Double extra rinse. Cold wash can't be selected on this because fabric softener is selected. This is 3 rinses I'm going to be putting this through. I just realized. 3 deep rinses. Let's go for it. And while that's sensing again, I'm going to crack open a sparkling water if I can find them. They're in the house. I don't actually see them. I don't think we have. I think that is them out here. Let's see how sensing's gonna go with a little water in it. Oh, that sounds excellent. Sounds like a mini spin cycle almost. I'm hoping that the little water that was in there doesn't affect the sensors too much. We'll see based on how the cycle changes. Okay, we're good then. And if it starts filling up too high, then I might just switch it over to the bulky bedding cycle, because it fares the best with higher water levels and whatnot. Sparkling water. Here it is. Gotta crack open a sparkling water. You already know. Oh. This is that caffeinated cherry cola type stuff. And this is that HE washer type stuff. Despite it being pretty hot in the garage, these usually end up pretty cold still. Never mind. That's like room temperature. It's whatever. Wonder if I can set this up on the... Hey, I can! That shouldn't fall in. You can see how that water level is increasing when it's like this. Oh, hey, nice to see you, man. I was actually talking about old Maytags a few minutes ago because I had found this old Maytag ad in a old newspaper or an old magazine, and I can't tell what machine that is, but I believe it's somewhere around the era of your Maytag. I think 80s was what yours is. I'm not sure. With the vintage washers, I'm not too educated on those. I know my Unimatic from a direct drive, though. I'm not that HE, even though I have an HE. Yeah, early to mid 80s is what I thought. What I find interesting about the older vintage machines compared to the new HE machines is that we still have the permanent press cycle, but it doesn't do a cooldown like the old ones. It just kind of spins a little slower. You can't select hot on that cycle. That's really it. 66. Wow. Yeah. Well, that's not a center dial, but it definitely doesn't look that old. Now I'm thinking maybe it's just a direct drive. It kind of looks like Sharky 626 old direct drive now that I think of it, before he got the Speed Queen. This is on the power cleanse cycle, which is essentially just this versions of LG's. This is just LG's version of a deep water wash back when it was a new thing back in like 2015, and we should be able to see that how it fills up a little more. Yeah, I've heard the Whirlpools do that for the permanent press cycle. It's very interesting. I honestly would think, well, I guess you can't really do an overflow type thing in a non-solid tub like that. But I was thinking it would just partial neutral drain and then fill up with cold and then just continue the cycle. I will say, they're very, very interesting. Oh, they never did a spray rinse on the first spin. That is something I wish this machine would do. It only spray rinses if you select turbo wash, and it doesn't spray rinse between on interim spins, which I wish it did. I'm going to ask it to add more water because this is supposed to be a deeper water wash, and it doesn't really have enough. That's the thing I like about this machine. This is before all the water conservation and stuff. I mean, before it got totally extreme. This is a 2015, I think. I wonder if I can set up my phone on this again. Yeah, there we go. Eh, that looks weird. Yeah, I'm gonna switch that again. Early direct drives did, but most from 87 to 2011 never did spray rinses on the first spin. That is really, really strange. I would definitely think that by the time they were doing the direct drives, they would definitely figure that out. Yeah, man. I mean, the thing about vintage washers, I think, they're a cool thing to have as long as you know what you're doing with them. Because I think there's a lot of owners out there, I feel, who are misusing their machines because they just don't really respect them. I mean, we know there's a lot of appliance abusers out there, but I think that a lot of people with the vintage ones, they tend to have those over the newer ones, which is kind of concerning, but it's also a testament to how nice they were. Forcing him into front loaders all along. Dang, that is really, really whack. And look where they are now. Their top loaders and front loaders both suck. Although, let me tell you, I think all of the new HE washers suck. LG was the last one to kind of fall off when it comes to that, but once they started pumping out the agitator machines, that's when everything kind of shut down. I've always thought about seeing if I could retrofit a dual action in here, but I don't think that would really work. Not even just because of the way it attaches to. I could figure out a way to do that, I'm pretty sure. But I think it's got too long of agitation strokes, and it doesn't do them fast enough in order for a dual action to do anything. It'd be like a GE Hydro Wave, essentially. I think that's why Speed Queen decided to do one-piece agitators, or because they didn't want to have people have to replace the agitator dogs all the time. I gotta say, this is a very, very good machine. It's very well built. Yeah, I would never buy a new HE machine. I've seen the stuff that's coming out now. It's not. This is where I'm ending the line. And the only reason I had this machine was because our washer broke when I was 6, which it was worse than this one. And I was just a washer freak. No, sorry, I was 9. And I was just like, oh, yeah, we're going to get an LG top loader. And my mom was like, okay, because she didn't know any better. And looking back, I wish we would have gotten a used direct drive or a Speed Queen. But, you know, I'm glad this kind of turned out because this is a very good machine for being an HE machine. Like I said, I'm not too educated with the vintage washers, so I'm not sure what the Imperial Mark 12 really is, although I can get a general idea by 63. You know, I used to have a twin tub. I just kind of bought it because I had saved up some money. It was a little plastic one. It didn't do very much better of a good job. The only reason it did a better job, I feel, is because I was able to do smaller loads in that, and it was, the agitation was a lot stronger just because it had a lot smaller of a wash plate. Also, that thing spun. That thing could really spin out stuff. Surprised this hasn't tried doing Wave Force yet. It usually does by this part of the cycle. Another thing that I wish that they would have kept with HE machines, and I'm sure a couple of them do this, but I've basically unheard of from what I've seen, spin drains. I think these HE machines would hugely benefit from spin drains. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, if that's your kind of thing, if you like rebuilding old washers, I mean, when I'm older, I'm planning on getting into that kind of stuff, then yeah, absolutely, at this point, that is the way to go, I feel. If you've seen Drummer Boy's washers and how his garage is kind of set up, that's how I plan on having my garage in the future, if I own a house and not just like an apartment or something. But, the only difference between that is that Illinois and California, so I probably won't have to winterize in the winter, even though it's Northern California. You can hear that motor straining a lot, even though it's only pulling like 250 watts. It's just that it's a lot louder when the lid is up. Yeah, I've been subscribed to Drummer Boy for a while as well. I think I first saw him when he got the Catalyst, I think. Which was really nice. I haven't seen a Catalyst video in years. I saw it in a playlist years back, and I never had any idea what it was. I lost it for like 3 years, and then he had that, and it just kind of sparked my interest. That's why I got back into this stuff again. This channel's pretty new. You know what I might do, honestly, is I might just grab the hose from the side of the yard and do my own spray rinse. If I really want to. I might do that. I think we're getting ready for too far from Palm Springs. Oh, nice. I'm up in like the more eastern Sacramento area. I'm over Donner Pass. See if we're gonna get jet. Oh, we can get jets, even though this isn't very fast. This is only 120 RPM. I don't really have a backstory for this machine since it's not like a vintage one. I didn't really pick it up. I got it from Home Depot back in 2016. I was in second grade. Or I think second grade. I'm not entirely sure. See if we can get these jets. This is what the Maytag orbitals sometimes do during the spin drain. Planning on recording one of those pretty soon. It does rain up here quite a bit, but what's surprising is that it never rains heavy, really, like it does down in SoCal that I've heard. Up here, it's just long durations of just steady rain. It kind of sucks because there will be periods where it's just like a week where we just can't really go out and do anything. I think bleach dispenser just activated, yeah. Let me see if I can get a view of the hanging suspension if I tuck my phone back. No, it's way too dark for that. Oh, nice. Yeah, back in 2020 when everything shut down. I remember that. It sucks because ever since then, like, I stopped going to laundromats back in 2019, and then COVID hit, and then I started going again pretty recently, and not only are all the prices jacked up, but I can't find, like, any of my old machines that I used to love. Like, most of the old Wazcomats are gone, although I found a pair of them recently, and one's basically completely shot, though, and that's the shame. I've been into this stuff since I was, I think, 3. Ever since I just walked in on our GE front loader bullshit that I had back then. And ever since then, I was just kind of, I couldn't explain it, why I liked them. I just did. And to this day, I really don't have an answer as to why. The machines are nice. They're beautiful pieces of machinery, honestly. They're very underappreciated, in my opinion. Especially the older ones. The Unimatics are the most intriguing to me when it comes to vintage washers. Although I do like the old Maytags as well. I am subscribed to you, I'm pretty sure. I can't really check right now because I'm on Streamlabs and not YouTube. But if I'm not, I definitely will subscribe to you because, I mean, you're awesome, first of all, and second of all, old Maytags. This is really getting some good agitation strokes in now. I really do think from a higher water level it does improve. I could probably, if I go like this and get down here, you can see better. Yeah. It's doing pretty good down there. Still got an hour and 9 minutes on the clock. It's going a little slower than I thought, but yeah, it's fine. You know, a lot of people say that the HE washers, they take so long to do cycles, but that really wasn't the case back when this machine was made, because if you just set this on the normal cycle default settings, it'll get it done in about the same time as a direct drive. It's like 39-minute wash, which really isn't that bad. It's actually pretty good. The watt meter's gone up quite a bit now. It was, yep, there it is, 400, 300. We're spiking quite a bit sometimes. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, bro. These, it's not that hard to get to that, actually, at least from, my experience. I have 1,000 subs on my other channel where I do train videos, and all it takes is just some patience and hard work and you'll get there. Yes, you had one of the newer LGs. These, I feel like these ones, this is just my opinion, these ones are far superior to once they went up to the 7000 series. Just for a couple reasons. I don't know if yours, just from memory, I don't know if yours still has turbo wash or not, because I feel like that is a great improvement that these machines had compared to, well, I guess they downgraded. Because if yours has this tub ring at the top, then it does. Oh, it's like exactly the same. Nice. I'm thinking once they, I think I'm thinking about the new turbo drum ones. That's what I'm thinking about. Still pulling around 300 watts or so. Smaller motor is very interesting. I didn't think that that's somewhere there where they would try to cut costs, honestly. Getting a return on your investment definitely does make sense, especially when it comes to something more expensive like an appliance. Getting quite a bit of suds in here, actually. Something that that's the weirdest thing, man. That I've never heard of an LG that has anything like that. That is very strange. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, this is the, if it can focus, I could just tell you, this is the 5480. This was one of the first mega capacity machines. I think that these, I agree with that. I think these machines were, this is peak HE machine in my opinion. 2015 era was the best when it came to these. Yeah, the newer LGs just suck. I really don't like the direction that LG went with their newer top loaders. Yeah, that's true. You can really put a lot of money into these older machines. Those older machines. This is not an older machine. Well, I guess it depends on what time range you're talking about. Still an hour and 4. I might get that hose ready for my manual spray rinse. Alright, man. If you gotta go, that's fine. Enjoy your walk, man. Nice seeing you here. I'm not sure if that machine is any similar to the Nobbles on the right. I think I know what you were talking about. Used to be LG Washer Fan, is now That Washer Nerd. Had one of those, and then it got replaced with a front loader. I think a 3900. Yeah, no, they keep slowing down the agitation. It's just, I don't get it. We're going on to rinse now. I'm going to grab the hose so I can do my manual spray rinse, because I don't like how this machine doesn't do spray rinses between each cycle. Call me weird, but I really think that it's something that should have been implemented. I should have never gotten rid of them. Oh. Yeah, it'll be fine. Alright, I think I might have been... Oh, yeah, I'm probably... was thinking about something else. Too many suds. Not anymore. Mine spin drains sometimes. It's very, very weird. It's a very rare occurrence it does. I've seen it do it like once or twice. So I think it's still in the code somewhere and it tries to break out sometimes. But other than that, no, it does not spin drain, unfortunately. I've caught it on video once on my old channel. Oh, actually, no, I have it on this channel as well, on the Delicate cycle. Yeah, investing on that Whirlpool of yours is probably the best idea nowadays. Now it does this weird drip dry thing. I'm just going to skip it. If you pause and unpause, it tricks it into going and skipping that part. Alright, man. Have a good walk. I'll see you around. Once this starts actually spinning, I'll start up the... Yeah, I've heard of the GE Harmony. I saw that on one of Sharky626's... one of Sharky626's videos. It really... was honestly really cool because it looked like a hybrid of those new Maytags that have the screen in the center. And this, it was actually so cool. Yeah, no, this type of machine is not new at all. All right, we're at 120 RPM. Yeah, I'm just gonna full power it, honestly. I really wish it would do this on its own, because it does help out a lot, I think. Although I gotta do them short so it doesn't trip the out of balance sensor. Oh, that's the 2006 version. Okay, my bad. That's the one that Sharky made a video on. If I do it from the center like this, it'll shoot out into the kind of the bottom ones. It's not even that they only use it on the rinse portions. It's that with this machine, there's factors. It only works if you select turbo wash. And that is the only rinse you get for those turbo wash cycles. I really, really hate it. There's one thing that I do like about that, though, is that let's say you use cotton normal with the turbo wash option on. You can do extra rinse and then get a deep rinse and a spray rinse. It is nice. Also because, like, if you use fabric softener on that deep rinse, then you can kind of give it the spray rinse after, and it'll be kind of like... I don't like the feeling that I still have it on my clothes, like, entirely. It feels weird. And I've heard appliance guys complain about fabric softener and stuff like that, but I've got literally like 3 different washer cleaners up here. Like there's Tide hiding in the back, and they're a Fresh and the Active. Yeah. All right. All right, there we go. And we are rinsing. And while I go put the hose outside and wait for the next one. That's what mine does if you have softener, and yeah, you should try adding an extra rinse. I'm going to keep it with the telephoto like this for a while it fills, just so we can watch the actual filling progress while I go and put the hose outside real quick. Hopefully, my phone does not fall in the washer. Yeah, they probably were more powerful. I think LG's started skimping out on this one. But we still have really good suspension on this machine, which I like. I don't know if you've heard of the upgraded suspension on these. Anyways, I know you weren't here for the beginning of the main wash, but it's time to reveal why I did 3 extra rinses. The answer to that is because that first was the main wash. Now we're going to do a pre-wash after the main wash. It's going to be weird, but trust me, because the rinse is going to be shorter. So I'm just going to start sprinkling some Gain powder in. And hell yeah. Maybe a little more than that. There we go. Could have been a washer or a dryer, although some washers don't. Most washers didn't have the buzzer. It was the dryer. Since the agitator cap's gone, I'm just gonna get into this view instead. Was that like a pleasant loud noise, or like less of a pleasant, less than pleasant? Because there's some loud noises when it comes to these machines that I think are nice. And there are some that, yeah, are like very loud and annoying. Something that I'd consider nice that's loud is, I don't know how like into the laundromat portion of these washers are, but if you've ever seen like a Wazcomat spin launch, those sound beautiful. Mine is quieter. Although I will say that the pump was muffled quite a bit because I was constantly adding water to it during the interim spin there. Oh! See, I knew mine had the side dampers, but I didn't know that that's why it was making that noise. Thank you so much. Yeah, my sister has a WM3700HWA. I've used it a couple of times, and that thing's drain pump is... Oh my god. That thing is... It sounds like it's gonna die every single time I use the machine. Also, it can't even drain water away fast enough during the spin cycle. It can't keep up because the motor's so small. So it ends up suds locking every single time. Getting too much water in here now. Now I gotta go to this one. Oops, wrong one. Also, I'm not sure if you knew this. LG limits the spin cycles. They never get up to 1,000 RPMs. Mine limits it at 840, so I don't know what yours would limit at. Oh, I wasn't talking about the pump. I was talking about the actual spin speed. The 1,000 RPM spin speed, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. You know what? I'm going to try that out on this load, because I have it set to extra high, but I've never done it on the last minute, so I'll keep that in mind. I've never actually tried that. It's intentional. That makes sense. Some of the, like, Speed Queen washers will do that. They'll stay at 1,000, and then the last minute they go up to 12,000. We're getting a wave force here. Let's see if we get jets. No jets this time. I'll make my own then. Here's a detergent cup. Oh, I hit the GoPro mount. I hit it again. Yeah, I've thrown mine into test mode. It does limit it to 1010. It's very annoying. Although I get why they would do that. Yeah, no, like a 100 RPM difference is huge. I'm gonna ask it to use more water. There is something that these machines do that I do actually have a question about because I'm not exactly sure. When you turn on your machine, if you press the power button and then right after you press, I don't remember if it's wash temp and spin speed or soil level and spin speed. It's one of these combinations. I know that the test mode is wash temp and soil level, so I'm not talking about test mode. But when you do that, it displays 07 on here, and then you could select whatever cycle you want and whatever settings, and you click it to go, and it fills up all the way, and it will then it just continues on like normal. And then from what I've seen, it just fills up all the way, does its wash, and then it'll drain, spin, do the same thing with the rinse, and then it'll spin after that, but it'll never stop spinning. You can set the water. That's actually so cool. Do you know how to do that? Because I would really love to try that. I think that it has the same button layout with the 4 on each side, so it might still work. I'm not sure. Because there's a lot of stuff on here that I don't know. Like, I know this is spin speed. If you... Here, what can I support my phone on? While I do this. There we go. I'll support it on a roll of duct tape. There's all sorts of different modes on this thing. I'll set it vertical, actually, for a little. So, like, delay wash and turbo wash, it'll cycle through these 4 numbers. I have absolutely no clue what these mean. It does the same thing with this and fabric softener. Oh, never mind, not this and fabric softener. This and signal does nothing. It's got all sorts of different things on here that I have no clue what any of these numbers mean. I find that delay wash and turbo wash button to be the most interesting. Factory codes would make sense. Like, yeah, I know that this is spin speed. I actually didn't... I've owned this machine for so long, and only recently did I figure out how to go into test mode and do all that. Which is funny, because I've been searching for answers for that for about 4 years. And I finally figured it out. Water plus and cold wash buttons. I'll test that out once this load is done. I'm not exactly sure what it'll look like or how I'll change the water levels itself. I'll figure it out. But thank you for telling me that, because on the off chance that does work, that would be totally awesome. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if those two will give me... Then different... You know what? I know what you're talking about now. That's what mine does when I press the spin speed and soil level buttons. I was never able to figure out what that does. And now I know why it fills up all the way when it does that. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. That's what I was just talking about. It was the weirdest thing. I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. Do you know what the lowest... This is a weird thing I've been wondering. Do you know if the lowest water level that you can set it to is, like, above or below the impeller cap? You have to stop and start it? Yeah, that's what happens to, that's what happened to mine when I was doing it. Mine got stuck on the, mine got stuck on the spin. That's very interesting, though. Thank you for telling me. I almost broke this machine on accident in the right at the level of the cap. That's what I was thinking, because that seems to be the lowest I've been able to get this machine to going at without having to scoop out the water by hand, which I did do once because it was just literally like one shirt, and it did clean better. Draining again. Stay at 50 RPM in the spin forever until you shut it off. That is very interesting, but at the same time, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll definitely be checking that out. I'm most interested, actually, to see how that works on the bedding cycle. Because on the bedding cycle with the lowest water level, that could definitely be something interesting. Gotta grab the hose again real quick. That make the beeper get stuck on. That would be kind of funny. I mean, very annoying, but funny, kind of. Set that down there. That manual water level trick could be very helpful for me on the tub clean cycle, because I know the tub clean cycle doesn't fill up all the way. I don't want it to fill up all the way, but I'd like to get it like one level above what it usually does, just so that it does get the wave force jets coming out, because it doesn't do that. I think links will work in live chat, but I'm going to have to grab a different device real quick in order to view it. Thankfully, it's on its drip dry. Oh, the dishwasher's going. Leaks out of the tub ring makes sense for yours, because yours isn't really meant to do wave force. I've never had that problem with mine. I've grabbed a different device, so if you want to post that link, it should work. It might have gotten blocked by the chat filter. I might be viewing top chat on this. Alright, yeah, that'll totally work if you're willing to give me that link. Because I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
Turn that light off. You left it on right there. Why are you laughing?
Grabbing the hose
Why?
so I can spray it in. I don't see it. I will. I don't see it. I'm pulling up my channel in here right now, so I will hopefully be able to copy and paste it. Yeah, I don't see it. That kind of sucks. But like I said, I'll see if I can enter in once this cycle is done. That video ID thing is a very good idea, actually. I'll do that once I'm done spray rinsing. I hope I don't accidentally trip the out of balance sensor. Gotta give it a second. Picture of the display. Yeah, the picture of the display is the main thing I need, just so I can know what's going on. Also, I'm not sure if this is what yours does. Whenever I enter that mode, or at least I think, when I start a cycle, the timer stays at 0, and it stays at 0 the entire time. There we go. I'm sure they're not changing the codes and stuff constantly. That's going to be my last spray rinse, I think, so I'm going to put the hose away. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, that might be what happened to mine then, because mine did get stuck, except mine got stuck on full speed spin for like 20 minutes. Alright, I'm loading up that video right now. I'm gonna move over here. Yeah, this is it. I'm not signed in on this. This is what mine does. Yep, it says 7. You select your cycle. Okay. This is very useful to me. Thank you for showing me this. And then you can just set whatever settings you want. Why am I getting wet? Oh, probably just shot out. All right, yeah. Thank you for showing me that. That is a very, very useful trick. So I see 2 options for that. Either it's going to be the soil level button for me, the delay wash button, or it's going to be the fabric softener button, just given button placement. Could be any of those. Yeah, no, I think once this cycle is done, I'm just going to play around with the screen and stuff until my phone runs out of battery. I've got 74%, so I've got plenty enough to start toying around with the machine. Yeah, I don't think the newer LGs have that mode, unfortunately. Now I'm gonna test out and see if his front loader going to 2,000 RPM. That might not be good for the machine. I'm gonna try out that cold wash and water plus just to see if that'll give me some kind of combo. No, it doesn't seem to be recognizing that at all on mine. Spin speed and soil level brings up nothing. I don't remember which ones of mine does it. I know Extra Rinse does some combos. I know that the Signal, that one shows up that. Signal shows up some combos with some of the buttons. Also, interestingly enough, if you hold down Signal and you press Delay Wash, it recognizes it on the Signal button, which is very interesting. Never mind, it does this on all buttons. Which is very, very interesting. There's that one. There's that factory code one again. Like I said, a lot of these don't seem to do too much. I know this used to do something and now it doesn't. Yeah, I destroyed gears in the clutch. Yeah, I think you told me about that on a previous video because mine decided to go from the agitation mode with the whole tub. So it was interesting, to say the least. Something interesting I just realized, I've never tried hitting 3 buttons at once. Like, this might, I have a feeling this is a combo, or something along the lines of that. Full speed with the impeller. That's definitely something. It's filling up a lot. Oh, never mind, it just stopped. I was about to say, I think I threw it into a mode. Yeah, the machines are weird with the touchpad, so I don't think you really will get combo. I don't think they would have programmed that. Oh, we can see. Impeller. It's not sucking them down fast enough. I'm intervening. Oh, my phone almost just went in. There we go. That'll get them going. By the way, if you don't know how to disable your lid lock, which you might have by this point, a lot of people have. Magnet. And this. Here, I'll just demonstrate. When the little lid switchy thing comes out that far, and you push it halfway in with a magnet there. Now we're doing wave force. The clicking noise is very irritating, especially because I did full cycle videos on this entire machine. And it's just like... the camera's right here. The things are right there, and it's just so loud and annoying. Does it automatically. I've tried doing the tape method on this before, but what I see happen is that it just... mine is really strong, I guess. It punches through the duct tape sometimes. Or it'll just remove it. Like, you can see all the old tape marks from it just punching through. Also, a lot of people said that these machines had problems with rusting around the bleach dispenser. I have no problems with rusting, though, so I don't know what that's about. It's probably because I don't use bleach. Although I have a little bit of it right there, but it's not too big. Yeah, I don't want to be removing parts from my machine all like that. What I have considered is if this machine ever, like, breaks or something, and it's, like, bearings or something, and I don't want to fix it, just for fun, just hardwire the drain pump and send the drain hose over and see if I could get, like, a filter flow type thing with this. We draining again? Nope, more wave force. Can put it on a 3-phase controller? Well, probably more people haven't because they don't want to mess with their machine like that, honestly, but you make a good point there, though. It's just a giant brushless motor. Yeah, if this machine breaks like bearings or something, I want to get I'm going to hook up everything manually and I'm going to get a little control board and I can flip switches and I can just send everything up. Hey, what's up? I've seen the Samsung top loader brick. Honestly, I wouldn't want to see a LG top loader brick. That'd be kind of sad, unless it's one of the newer ones. Then I wouldn't be sad. It's going pretty good. Yeah, they are fun to play with because they're so strong. Although, I'm pretty sure mine's limited at 800 watts because I've never seen it pull more than 800 watts on here. And sometimes when I have it set to final spin, it'll just, like, get stuck at, like, 600 and it'll start slowly going up as more water gets pressed out. And the max I've ever seen it at is 850, so I think that's the limit. But, like, I could show you right now just how strong it is. If I can find the spot on the side of the drum here, I can hold it. Well, now it thinks that it's off balance, so I shouldn't have done that during wave force. But, like, if you do that while it's filling, it'll just stop. It'll start jumping a little bit like it's trying to. and then you let go and it'll spin up to like 90 RPM. Depends on, one, how strong you are, and two, how willing you are to get your two middle fingers absolutely crunched, because it hurts. That's how strong this thing is. Yeah, the older wave forces probably did go up more. But I think they turned it down because of the overheating issue with the motors. Like, with my temperature gun, I've only measured it. I haven't measured it that high before. The water's cold. The Europeans are crying. And we are draining once more. But yeah, what I was thinking was, if the bearings ever go out, perma install the drain hose over, and then have it do this while it's agitating and get kind of a filter flow. Also, I need to clean this, but I don't know how. Maybe just soak it in some hot water and vinegar. I don't know. I will figure it out one day. Yeah, I bet the belt would just keep slipping on a hydro wave. Just gonna... Oh, I still have stuff in here. Never mind. Oh, I don't know if you were the one who was talking about the twin tub, but that is the impeller from the twin tub. I hung it on the wall. I'm not sure if this is the right one, but I am curious if you know what 5 means. You know what? I think I know now. I think this is the water level. I think that's it. So that might be my water level combo right there. Spin, speed, and signal. That might be it. But that's not what I was going for. I was going for... It's usually like a 600 number, and then it goes down. And then there's that. Like, I have no clue what that means. My only explanation to this is that it's... My only explanation I've ever had for that, because it does that in test mode too, is that it is the suspension. Because the true balance, because it'll go up and down sometimes. EMF on the back of the motor. I don't know what an EMF is. Oh, right. I do know what an EMF is. Never mind. I'm stupid. We'll just skip the drip dry. Let me keep you on the lid there while I try to find the code that I'm looking for. Here it is. Delay wash and fabric softener gives me this 600 number. And this number goes up when it fills and then goes down when it drains, so I believe that is the water level. The rotor position? Well, that's interesting. Let's see if... No, that's water level. Let's see if I can get that again. No, now it just says 24 flat. See, now that it's moving, it just says 24. And then it stops and it starts tweaking out. And then it goes back to 20. That's interesting. That's really, really interesting. Any other ones that I forgot existed? I know there's some that you can just get with button combos down here. My signal's down. Oh, we're spinning. hold the drum, see if it jumps. Yeah, I'll hold it up next time. I'll see if I can one-hand hold the motor while doing the combo. I hope that I'll be able to do that. I love how little, like, watts this machine pulls when it's spinning like this, though. It's insane. Most of that's coming from the drain pump. Yeah, see, it's still at 24 flat. Another interesting thing, the jackhammer noise. Yeah, that happens to mine too. I've never heard the dog whistle one. I've heard the jackhammer. And then, like, when it does that and you're holding it and it does the jackhammer, it just kind of like boom a little bit. It'll like jump back a couple of notches. Skipping poles because it thinks it's spinning. That's a good explanation. In here. This should get to 450, stay there for a couple seconds, and then come back down. Oh, here's one. Wash temp and soil level. It just says 26, so. And there's that suspension. That noise is... There's a metal thing against the machine that bangs against it sometimes. Oh, never mind. That's just it hitting the back cabinet because I don't have it screwed on. Two spins while the other wave forces. I have a bunch of extra rinses set up. This is going to be the last extra rinse if that's what you're talking about. If you're talking about during the actual spin cycle, then yeah, that is weird. Okay, more water. I'm gonna have to put my phone down, but I'm gonna try that drum thing. Which combo was that again? Fabric softeners. No. There we go, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna try. I keep letting go of the thing on accident. I'll get it in a second. There we go. No, it doesn't jump up when I hold it down. Yeah, it does that during the final spin. And it's weird. Here's another interesting one that I didn't think about. What if I hold the motor, since you said that it thinks that the drum is spinning, if I hold it for RPM, the RPM combo, and then I stop the drum, does it know? Oh yeah, it knows. Never mind. But I guess if it didn't know, then it would just stay like that. When it's trying to go fast, though, yeah. Maybe if I've never checked the watt meter while I hold it. See, there's that jackhammer noise, and it got up to 200. Oh, yeah, extremely loud. Yeah, that's probably not good. I know that I can get something like that. If you start a cycle and then you turn off the machine while it's still in the sensing sequence, there's a couple of funky things you can get it to do. One of them that I've gotten is agitator locked in place, controlled by the motor, and you can spin it. But the drum spins independently, and you can spin it around. Other thing that I've gotten is the drum is locked, but you can spin the agitator. And then there's, of course, the whole drum movement. There's another one that I've gotten before that I don't remember. Yeah, the gear isn't fully shifted. And what I did once, and this was recent actually, and it scared the living Christ out of me. I got it in so that the agitator would spin and the drum would spin independent. And so I spun up the drum pretty fast, and then I didn't think much of it, and I started the cycle. And when it started going through that sensing sequence, as soon as it went to go lock onto the drum, it just stopped instantly, and it made the loudest bang I have ever heard this machine make, and it scared me so much. And I was like over there, and it was still that loud. Although I've done a few loads since then, and I don't think it's done anything. I wouldn't want to repeat it. Oh, nice. Okay, then I'm definitely not going to repeat it. Yikes. Maybe my gears are just made out of, like, titanium or something. Broke the locking mechanism. How does that work? I'm just curious. The locking mechanism on this machine, because I'm not entirely... I know it's not like a drum brake like the direct drives, but I've never had an answer for that. Is it just like the tiny little actuator arm type thing? Because other than that, I don't have an answer as to how the drum could lock in place. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, no, the motor always being connected, sorry, not the motor always being connected. The impeller always being connected makes sense, because you wouldn't want the drum spinning independently of the impeller unless it's a stupid 3D turbo wash thing. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Although, I am curious now. What might happen if I tried to take one of the gearboxes from the new LGs that do the spin the agitator and the drum differently, and then just put it on here? That could be interesting, but I don't know where to find another gearbox, and I certainly won't know how to replace it. Is that what like the noise is when it goes into when it's switching between? Hold on, I'm gonna put fabric softener in. Is that what that noise is? Is it the gear going up and down, or is that just the actuator arm? Yeah, designed for less torque would make sense. If I was to try that... If I was to try anything on this machine, it would be because there is something horribly wrong with it that I don't want to fix, like a bearing or something. Or, like, the outer tub has a leak. Oh, speaking of slight hum, whenever you start it and it's in sensing mode, do you ever have it where it's just doing nothing and then it just like makes that hum that kind of vibrates the entire drum? Do you know what that is? Or I don't know if the new ones still do that. Mine's always done that. Yeah, the snapping sound. That's what I was referring to. Yeah, I've never had an answer for what it is. The closest answer I've ever had is Hall sensor, which makes absolutely no sense, but it's the only thing I could come up with. Dang, I guess I was right. It did check for the Hall sensor. Yeah, no, actually what it's doing there is it's checking to make sure that God, what was I just about to say? It's not going to be funny anymore because I don't know what I'm trying to say. When it hasn't been turned on for a while. Yeah, I have noticed that. Also, if you haven't noticed, once you, like, if your machine is completely on, like off, let's say your machine's completely off and it has been for a while, you spin the drum fast enough, it'll just turn on. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I knew that this was the newest machine in the mega capacity line, but I know it's still pretty old. So I'm not surprised if it's got a couple of the firsts. What surprised me the most when looking at these machines... Oh, really? It started mega capacity. Huh, I thought this was one of the first. I'm not sure which one mine is first of then, but I know it's first model of something. Side shocks and stuff started. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I thought that was all mega capacity machines, and so that's why I just called mine the first mega capacity. I mean, that kind of made sense in my mind. So when it does do the hum at the beginning to check for the Hall sensor, is that just the rotor doing that, or is there a different part? Because I don't see the rotor being able to do that. That doesn't really make sense. I've got a camera under there before while it's done that, and it literally does absolutely nothing. Replacement for the 5070. I've seen the 5070 before in videos, and yeah, there are similarities I've seen. We've got 17 minutes left, so soon enough we'll be able to start toying with the machine. Sensor motor, no side shocks. Yeah. I also feel like the older... I've seen videos of the older vibration pulses going to the stator. That makes sense. Yeah, the older ones I've seen do more stuff on like in their cycles. Like I saw that they did agitub motions during fill and agitate during fill. I don't remember what model that was, but I saw a model do that. I also saw that its wave force was a lot stronger. Like it would always have jets coming out. It's only the first gen models. Yeah, dang. I wish I had one of those, honestly, because those seem to really get the clothes a lot cleaner. And they use more water. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah, and ironically enough, I don't know if you know him, DeSam Nudge, it was his video of one, and it was, I think, GoPro in the washing machine, ironically, but it was enough view for me to be able to tell what was going on. Oh, okay. 100 RPM. That's interesting. It seems like they just increased the beginning of the spin speed by 20 every gen. Alright, we're gonna skip the stupid drip dry for some reason. I don't know why they do that. It is weird how they just stop for 2 minutes and they just let it drip dry. It doesn't make that much sense. You're not really gonna get that much out of it unless it's like a comforter. And if it's going to be a comforter, just do it on the bulky bedding cycle. One of the things that I don't like about this machine is that it does do an extended 20-minute spin, but the cycle it does that is on heavy duty. Why not give that to the bedding cycle? The bedding cycle needs it, especially because they limit the spin on the... Probably is to save energy. Super annoying though, I will say that. Oh, here we go. We're going into spin. I'll check out his channel in a second. Actually, I can right now because I got the tablet up. I'm at his channel right now. I think this is it. This looks like a guy who would record the washers. Oh, these are new. There's a washer. Okay, I know I'm on the right channel now. Oh, that's... Ew. Go down a few years. Hey, there's that Speed Queen I was talking about. Oh, here we go. Yeah, now we're getting into a lot of washing machines. Never mind. Now they're gone. This is 6 years ago. Oh, I see the machine. Here we go. This is a weird ad. I'm gonna go back to watching the machine while that plays out. If I get this on the ultra wide, drop us in. It's like we're in here. First one sensed with the impeller. Oh, this video is spin. This one won't tell me much. Oh, here we go. Machine wobble, machine. These are all machine wobble. What? Oh, here we go. Huh. You know, I feel like that is a more effective way of doing sensing than what mine does. Hey, welcome back. We were just discussing everything LG. It would do spray rinse here, but it's... You know what? I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait for this thing to finish a 9-minute spin. It also damaged clothing. Yeah, that does make sense. So, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. Come on. Go into the... Thank you. Spray some water over him. That's what my grandma's Samsung does, which is somehow still alive. It's one of the older ones, though, so it's probably better built. It's one of the recalled machines that she never got the recall on, actually. Okay. I don't know why I didn't do this before. It's supposed to be a spray rinse. I don't know her model number. All I know is the agitator cap went missing, and the impeller cap went missing, and she never found it, and so now there's just a screw in the middle. Gotta let this fill, or there's gonna be standing water. Okay. And here's it doing that thing on the test mode. So, I mean, maybe if I spin it, it'll change? I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to be changing anything, so I'm not sure. It seems to be outputting 0.2 more watts than it usually does, though. My error. It's a heater test. My machine doesn't have a heater. So, that's weird. All right. Yeah, the 5680. That I'm jealous of that machine, honestly. I really like the way that machine works over this one. This is a drain and spin. I'm gonna have to let it drain and agitate for a second so that it can switch through the mode entirely. Yeah, this is supposed to be wave force, I'm pretty sure, but it doesn't wave force at this high of speed ever, so... As soon as I see that thing try to make a rotation, I'm skipping over. I don't want it to mess up my clothes. There we go. This is... Oh, this is the sensing test. I don't think we need to go all the way through the sensing test. There it does that click. There we go. Now we're in speed. You know, call me superstitious, but I'm always afraid when I put this thing in the test mode when I put this thing in the test mode, I'm always afraid of standing next to it because I have the irrational fear that it's going to blow up like a Samsung. Once it hits 155, it'll start ramping up. Yeah, no, mine, when I put a heavy load in it, and I did this once, skipped up to 1050, but if it goes up to 1050, it just goes like, uh-oh, and then it just, bam, stops it, so it can retry. Yeah, the early ones did explode, I heard about that, but with the new suspension in here, I'm kind of okay with it. I don't feel too scared about it. I feel like the self-destruction is more prone to happen during wave force than a spin, though. These also do, but not as violent. Fun! Very fun. See, it goes up to 1020, and then it goes back down. I'll let that do that for a little bit, and then I'll throw them in that hamper, and we can toy with it. 1010, yeah. Alright, I think that's fun enough. Have you heard your machine ever do an emergency slowdown, though? That is what I'm wondering. Because what mine does sometimes is, if I knock the magnet out of place during this mode, or if it does it itself, it will spin down way faster than it usually does. And I think what it does is it tries running the motor backwards or something, because usually when it's just sitting here normally and it spins down normal, it's pulling 2.5 watts, but when I knock the motor out, I mean, I'll demonstrate it. I've done it enough to where I've done it enough to the point where I feel like it'll be safe to do it, so YOLO. Oh, dang, that duct tape's on there good, though. Dang. You know, I actually don't want to mess up my duct tape job, actually, so guess we'll do it normal. Oh, I should have just pushed in the latch, yeah. The only reason I tend to knock the magnet out of place instead of push in the latch is because it oh, I still can? Nope. Didn't do nothing. Although it stopped trying. So if I turn it on, it'll probably say DL. Yep. Let me just... Oh, wow, these are damn near dry. Well, I'll just throw those in there. Then we can start toying. Seeing what this thing can and can't do. In 1.5 seconds? Mine takes more than 1.5 seconds. Mine takes a good solid 10 seconds, I'd say. But 1.5 seconds is insane. Maybe I should try that and see what happens and time it. I'd rather test the other thing first. So, let me see if I can throw it into the 7 mode. What was the 2 buttons? Delay wash and... No, it was water plus and cold wash, I think. Okay. This is difficult because I'm having to stretch my fingers across like this. I'll figure out the button combo in a second. Here's something interesting. Wash temp and spin speed just makes it say 0. If you just press it down like that. I have to experiment. I've got it before, so. Got it. spin speed and special use. So now I'll just set it to like cotton normal. Delay wash is the button that changes. Oh, baby. Oh, that's going to be awesome, dude. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, turbo wash and signal might do something. Nope, it just silences it. Try running it. All right. Which cycle should I run it on? Is there any specific one that you'd like want to see? Because I'm not going to run the whole cycle. All right. I'll do bulky bedding on the lowest setting because that is the one I'm most interested in. Cold water. Yada, yada, yada. Interesting, it's still going to sense. That is interesting. Like, what are you sensing for, dude? Oh, yeah, mine says 0. 21 minutes? What? Only 21 minutes? How's it gonna... Is that only for wash time, or is that gonna be for the whole cycle? Is it gonna try to do the whole cycle in 21 minutes? No, mine has multiple water levels for bulky bedding. Bulky bedding usually will go halfway, like up to here, or up to the very top. I only know it halfway because it goes to the top of the middle GoPro mount. What I'm really interested to see is that agitub motion on the low water level. Cotton normal? I'll try cotton normal. I'll have to drain all that out first real quick. So I guess I can show you the emergency slowdown. Or I can just throw it into the wave force mode. It'll probably be better that way. It'll drain all the water away before it'll... It drained all the water away before it even could. Oh, there's a little. Yeah, cotton normal and level 1 does sound like the, Let me see if this one will do it on this slow. Nope, it just does it normal. Guess it only does it on final spin. Alright, so you said cotton normal. Shut the... Okay. 7. Delay wash. I wonder if other buttons will do anything on this. What was that other one you were doing? Water plus. Why can you add water plus in this mode? That is so stupid. Has to be above 300 to do it. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I'll just set it to warm so it'll fill faster, actually. Yeah, here we go. Oh, we've zeroed out. Let me see how ridiculous this cycle time is going to be. Oh, it's normal. Then why was bedding 21 minutes? That makes no sense. Yeah, water plus is off. It's still sensing? I know what I did. I reset it, I think. Let me try starting it again. Here's something weird I just learned. Oh, it is switching clutch modes. That's true. So, here's something interesting I learned. I haven't selected a cycle yet, but it says 7, right? Delay wash. It'll go up to 4, and then you can't continue. That's weird. Anyways, yeah, I'll restart it on that cycle, on the manual mode. There we go. See, you spin it, and then it catches. Well, yeah, mine did that as well. It was able to go 1 through 10, but, oh, what do you call it? When you don't have a cycle selected, it did the same thing, so that's strange. It's on warm, so it should fill a little faster. I wonder how hot my warm water is in the summer. Oh, yes. Very warm. 94 degrees. So, for low water level, how low are we talking? Because this could be very, very low. Yeah, wave force with the heater would be awesome, bro. Just above the impeller cap. I've seen it do that just on the cotton normal cycle before, just by itself. So that's interesting. I've wanted to do a video for a while to see if the lower water level could potentially help cleaning performance, like how the Maytags, the new Maytag HEs do it, or like a higher water level, how like the older ones would. Yeah, that is what it is. It's just the auto sense, but manual. It just beeped at me and I didn't even do nothing. Yeah, there it is. Huh? Huh? Oh! Because I get why. The water level's too low, it doesn't even wave force. Well, that concludes one of my theories about this machine, and that theory is... Yeah, one of my theories about this machine was that agitation it does first, that it does on every cycle, that exact speed. My theory was that it was just doing that to sense. I don't like how this machine, if there's more water in it, like if I select water plus on this and there's nothing in it, it'll go way out of balance on the wave force. That's the one thing I don't like. No, yeah, I know that. Like it's gonna do that in a sec. Yeah, this isn't what I was talking about. It does this a specific speed of agitation. Not this. But it does a specific speed of agitation. Yeah, true. Also, it probably doesn't help I have GoPro mounts on it. Now, my question is this, because I don't want to let this run all the way through. If I change it to a different cycle on the same water level, will it just not fill? Yeah, I like the little dance it does. It's kind of cute. How it just decides it dances a little bit. Will it try to fill? Oops, 0. Yeah, it's... Rinse and spin and let it stay at 0. Well, I set it to... Oh, there we go. I want to see it do its agitub motion first here. What? You're on the bedding cycle. Okay, this is wild. It's not supposed to do this on the bedding cycle. But if I just found a way to get the bedding cycle to do wave force, that's huge. I've always wanted wave force on the bedding cycle because if you have a big item, it needs the water going over it at first. Oh, there's no real... Well, I mean, the only thing that seems to change is the cycle time, right? Yeah, I'll try that rinse and spin thing in a second. See, yeah, it's going off balance a little. But if this, if I had a higher water level, it would go crazy. Yeah, they might just all do that wave force at the beginning. I don't know. It'll depend. Well, yeah. This is the same thing it did on the other one, so maybe. I'm gonna let it go for a second. Comes out of the holes in the bleach. Mine does that too. Yeah, it comes out sometimes. They were transitioning it away from wave force, I'm pretty sure. You see that, the agitator cap showing up every once in a while. Oh. I think it's gonna do this same agitation stroke the whole time. Because usually by now it would have changed. If it doesn't start doing agitub in the next minute, I'm going to set it to the spin cycle like you said and see if it crashes. It just alternates between this and a lighter one? Yeah. Alright then. Let's set it to spin. Here, I'll turn it off and set it back to 7 and then do spin only. This is going to be something. Oh, no, it won't let you, bro. It won't let you. Do rinse and spin and leave the timer at 0. Oh, see, now rinse and spin is letting me. Is this the thing where you said that signal will just get stuck on high Because if it is, I do want myself a little warning. Just because I don't want to get too scared. Or is it just not going to do anything? That's actually a decent amount of water. Like, that first GoPro mount over there is completely covered. I think that's on diagnostic mode. All right. Let's give this a go then. All right. It's at 0. That was weird. The drum moved a lot at the beginning there. This is that lighter agitation you were talking about, I think. There's a lot of black gunk coming around in there, so I'm glad that I did this. I'm definitely going to use this mode a lot during tub cleans, just so I can start it off low and then raise it up progressively so I can get more concentrated at the bottom where a lot of that gunk is. Whoa. Yeah, it knows now. Well, we're about to experience the crash for ourselves, I guess. Worst case scenario, I just plug it back in. Yeah, I'll check out the video just now, I guess. I don't know if you just heard that behind. Oh, yeah, see, it's like skipping pauses on a couple of these agitation strokes for some reason. It'll just back forth pretty quick. Let me see if I can get that on video. Yeah, it does that for some reason every once in a while. On the... Yeah, it did it again there. It's super extreme on the speed wash cycle if you use light soil. Well, that's quite an off-balance load. That might be the reason it's just stuck like that. And it just stays like that the whole time, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, it does it even when balanced. Yeah, that's interesting. I love seeing the movement of it on the edge there. Come on, drain. Don't do wave force again, please. Just drain. Just crash already, dang it! Nope, we're doing wave force again. Yeah, I'll check out that beeper glitch, because that does sound interesting. It's just there, going like that. That's so weird. It just out of nowhere, it just started. The only reason I have my volume down on these ones, on those last ones, is because I don't want stream inception on accident. But yeah, I'll turn it up right here. Oh, that is strange. Yeah, it just sounds like it's looping. That's very strange. It's almost like smart diagnosis. Yeah, it is like a boost screen. It's funny, I saw a video of this guy's blown up LG washer, because I've seen the videos where they like have them, the aftermath of the explosions, and it was giving a thermostat error. At least I think that's what TE means. It's probably a motor error now that I think of it, but thermostat error makes no sense for TE. Yeah, it's just like, of all things to be concerned about, you're concerned of the thermostat. Yeah, thermistor. I hope this ends soon. I sure hope it doesn't just like... I hope it's not stuck on this part and it's just looping now. It could have something to do with that. I wouldn't be surprised if it's anything under... like any under the drum components, given the fact that it blew up. If I'm correct, the way that happens is that the suspension just falls. Yeah, no, I think we're looping, because here we go again, and it usually doesn't do this a third or second time. No, mine skips the agitation pulse, like, during regular cycles. And it's still smart enough to know that it thinks it's off balance when it wave forces, but it continues doing it anyways. Oh, items shifted during spin. Yeah, I think there's a video of someone washing 50 pounds of golf balls in their 5680, and during final spin, that happened when it went to go slow down, because the agitator moves slightly when it goes to do the slowdown, and because the golf balls shifted, the whole machine just started shaking really bad. Yeah, Autistic-Vision, yeah. It almost looked like it blew up. If it doesn't try to drain here, then I'm just gonna turn it off, because I'm pretty sure it's looping. Oh, would you look at that? Yeah, no, the earlier models would not have. It was probably because of the sideways shocks and the fact that there's the metal suspension on all corners. It is not spin draining, which is interesting. I thought it might have. I could be crazy, but I feel like I see red through those holes. It's probably reflection because my shirt is orange. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to wait for the drip dry. Oh! Ooh, that's gonna piss me off. I'm gonna have to wait for the drip dry on this. Because if I pause and unpause it, I think it's gonna... Man. Yeah, no, I thought the red through the holes might be a heater for a second, and I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Also, because I think the heater's on this side anyways, so... Pause it, wait a while, then pause it again. And then will it be fine, or... I think I'm just going to wait it out, actually. It doesn't usually take that long. Because, who knows, maybe this is the crash on mine. It's so weird. The drip dry always, for some reason... Oh, that wasn't even that long. But usually the drip dry on this machine has it so that the water is at the line of the impeller. It's very strange. I wouldn't think my machine would have a thermostat because... I mean, does mine have a thermostat? It wouldn't make sense because it doesn't... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alright, here we go. The moment of truth. Or the moments of truth. Because it does its... Weird. Well, yeah, I know it has a sensor for incoming water. When I was a kid, I used to fill up buckets and pour it in the machine. And the machine, while off, would just drain them out. It was... interesting. I don't like the way they designed the agitator and how it has those little divots in the top. Because it can pool water. I think we're speeding up. We're past 50. Yep. Guess mine doesn't crash then. Try the spin only. You know what? The spin only does sound interesting. I'm going to try the spin only. God, I don't remember what the combo was. I got it. Yeah, let's see what spin only does. Has smooth on top of the impeller fins. Is that the one that has plastic around this part here? Because I don't like those. Those bubbles all the way around. Yeah, that is a nice touch. Oh. We're doing a full sensing sequence on spin only. Okay, I'm going to skip this part, I think. Oh. Actually, no. Sensing doesn't take that long. I can be patient. Or it just crashed. It just crashed. I know what it's trying to do. It's trying to fill right now. No, it's trying to fill, but it can't. It won't add water because it's spin only. I've just unlocked an infinite rotate. It's an infinite rotation glitch. Well, that's cool, I guess. I guess this is what mine does when it crashes. It just... What's our RPM at? Will it tell me? Mine crashes at 30. This is interesting. This is very interesting. I will say that. Try to stop it. I will, but first I'm going to put my phone on the agitator so it spins. That was cool. Stop the drum. It might do a funny. One, you had me at it might do a funny. Nope, that's just what it normally does when it fills. And I do that. So I wonder what happens now if I pause and unpause it. That is a ridiculous amount of time for a spin only. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh my god, my control board's hot, dude. Oh, we went down to 38 again. Let's see if it'll... See if we're crashing this time. Yeah, we're still crashing. What if I pause and unpause it really quick like you said? It's not burning up. It's just like right here. It's concerningly warm. Like, here, I've got the temperature gun. Like over here it's 83. Right on the, like over where the button is, it's 88. It's 5 degrees hotter over there, which is strange. It kind of concerns me because one of the things I want to do with this machine, I've got a bunch of test clothes over here I've been collecting over the over a course of a long time. And when my mom goes away for a really long time, like maybe overnight or something, I want to do a stream of every cycle back to back on this machine, and I want to see what that'll do to the clothes and to the machine. But I also don't want my machine dying on me, and so like after hearing what happens to the motor, sometimes it heats up, and now with this I've decided I'm gonna do like 15-minute breaks between every couple cycles, and hopefully that'll help mitigate that. Yeah, no, it crashes at this, so see if that fixes it. For a second, I thought it just wasn't going to do anything. The impellers strip out after 7 years. Well, mine's going strong for almost 9, so... I haven't heard any squeaking noises from my machine. No, mine will just crash if you put it on spin only either way, it looks like. LG washer fans washer. Yeah, I remember that. That was a very sad day. Yeah, so... Well, I'll try to fix it if it happens. But, I don't think it will. Eventually the transmission goes out. Yeah, that's... By that point, that's when I'm strapping the filter flow stuff in and giving it one last run. All right, well, I guess that's going to be the end of today's stream. All right, well... Though my light was dying anyway, so it's good that I did that. All right, I'm planning on doing more streams. I plan on doing more streams of this machine. Like, I plan on doing it almost every time I have laundry to do. So, yeah, just if you want to stop by for a stream, yeah, I'm always here. If not, that's fine. All right. I do have Discord. My server is linked in the description of this video, so if you're interested in joining, you can. That is a very interesting Discord user. All right, Lizzie from Murder Drones is about to add you. You know, I never thought that I'd ever hear a thing. How many trees is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your user isn't working, which is interesting. I don't know if you have... I don't know if that's right or wrong, but... G Harmony running. Yeah, Sharky626 has a video of that. You might have add by username off. Oh, you're in my server, I think, anyways. Nope, that is my own stream. The last Eon trees 3. Yeah, I tried that. Is that on all of the trees? Or is it 2, 3, 4... And then the 5th one has the 3 at the end. Yeah, no, it's not working. I'm not sure. There we go. I had an extra tree on there, I think. No, that didn't work either. Mine's just Trainman123. I'll just type it in the chat if I can. Hello. I'm trying here. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, shoot. All right. I'm going to send you hello. And with that, I am going to end the stream. I will see you on the next one, hopefully. I don't know what the next one will be, but I'll probably be using the manual mode. See ya.